Hello, everybody, and welcome to Swampy Comics. I'm Swampy, and today we're going to be talking about some of the new comics that I'm excited about that will be coming out this week, November 26th, 2025. And first up, we got Absolute Batman number 14. This is written by Scott Snyder, art by Nick Dragotta, colors by Frank Martin, and letters by Clayton Cowles. And holy crap, the battle with Bane is here. And judging by the cover, it looks like it's gonna be quite the smasher. Just big, gigantic, absolute Bane versus our big man at 6'9", 420 pounds, Bruce in the Absolute Universe, along with Killer Croc here. I mean, this showdown's gonna be totally great, and what a build up it has been since issue 9. I'm totally ready for this blow off and everything that's going to continue to come out of this confrontation. Namely, getting to know a certain Mr. Joker a little better in this universe should be pretty fascinating. All in all, I'm expecting a pretty bloody, gruesome, and just crazy issue, and I doubt this creative team is going to disappoint. Next up, we got Absolute Wonder Woman number 14. This is written by Kelly Thompson with art by Matthias Bergara, colors by Jordi Belair, and letters by Becca Carey. And in this one, we have in last issue, Diana was trying to confront this weird electricy, lightningy problem that kept on popping up all over the Earth, and she was unable to figure out like what was going on or really what it was up until the end of last issue, where she found out it's like a reflection of herself caused by her positive influence on this evil universe. And it's just a manifestation of evil, chaotic energy fighting against her. At least that's what we think so far. I'm really intrigued as to why she's got all these vines and whatnot wrapped around her. Um, yeah. I mean, I'm excited every month for this book to come out, and I'm really excited for this issue. What else is there to say? But let's continue the streak of this being one of the top books on the shelves, hands down. Yeah, Absolute Wonder Woman 14. It's gonna be a good one. Next up, we got a new miniseries on DC's Black Label. This is the Batman Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia. This is by writer artist Gabriel Hardman with colors by Romulo Fiardo Jr. and letters by Simon Boland. I gotta say, I'm not really familiar with Gabriel Hardman at all, but judging by the art on the cover, I feel like I'll like what's going on the inside. And hooking up with Batman, hooking up with the Question and Green Arrow. I mean, this is going to be really cool, dark, noir and detective-y as hell. At least that's what I'm really hoping. We shall see. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what this has to offer. Seeing Victor Sage Question. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love current Question a lot, but Victor was my guy growing up. He was the that Question Quarterly I still have was a pretty formative comic for me, and always got a soft spot for the Question in any form popping up. So I'm sure this will be great, but we'll see. Next up, we got Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger. This is written by Jimmy Palmiotti with art by Tommaso Bianchi and colors by Brian Valenza with letters by Joe Sabino. Yeah, what can I say? Two of my favorite Marvel characters, two of the Marvel Knights, going off at each other and going on an adventure together. Whether they fight or not, I'm sure they will at some point. But yeah, I'm really excited for a kind of crime mob centric Punisher and Daredevil story. Taking out the trash in Hell's Kitchen is always a lot of fun with these two guys, especially with Jimmy Palmiotti at the helm. I really like the way he writes Frank, and yeah, gosh, what are my hopes for this? I hope that this is successful enough to lead to more of these two pairing. I guess Looks like it's going to be a well, so far I can't see if it's a 4 or a 5, but either way, yeah, really excited for the Devil's Trigger. Should be a lot of fun, a lot of violence. Just yeah, my favorite corner of Marvel is Hell's Kitchen, so this is gonna be great. Um, Speaking of violence, next up we got DCKO number 2 by writers Joshua Williamson and Scott Snyder, with art by Javier Fernandez and Zermanico on this one. Colors by Alejandro Sanchez and letters by Hassan Othman Al How. Wow. Yeah, DCKO, a weird event that um, just feels weird that it's real and that it's good so far. I mean, it's pretty off the rails crazy. We had our introduction issue kind of dealing with Superman trying to get negative enough to be a competitor within this KO competition, to be King Omega. But yeah, in this issue, apparently what we're going to have is a bunch of our hero contestants, not all heroes, a bunch of our contestants, our 32, uh, fighting over kind of relics and powerful weapons and items from the DC universe at large. So this should be pretty interesting. I mean, on the cover right here, you can see that Lobo is totally jacked up with Bane's venom. So I'm beyond hyped to see that happen because I'm definitely a Lobo fan. And it looks like Harley Quinn has some sort of lightning energy or something. Yeah, anyway, DCKO. It's totally kick ass. I've been loving all the tie ins so far. Um, None of the tie ins feel necessary, but they're doing a really good job of fleshing out what's happening outside of this tournament and not making it feel like everything else goes on pause because this big event is happening. So, yeah, really good stuff. I'm really, this is just a week where I'm excited about a lot, including our next book. Going to the independent market here with Escape number 3 or 4. Escape number 4 by writer Rick Remender with art by Daniel Acuna. And oh man, yeah, this rules. I really like this series. Last issue was a completely action-packed romp that had just no business as being like feeling just so kinetic and in motion as it did for being a comic book. And I cannot wait to see what we have because last week it was quite a cliffhanger. Our hero Milton Shaw, this bear here we see on the cover, he was hiding from these enemy troops as he's trapped behind enemy lines, and he ends up in a basement with a family of people who live in the country that his army is invading for right reasons. It seems like this is very much an allegory for World War II, obviously. But yeah, God, I just this is one of the surprises of the year. I picked this up on a lark because a YouTube channel suggested it, and my stack was light that week. So I was like, yeah, I should give more indie books a shot, and I am just loving Escape. I doubt this issue is gonna let me down. I hope this series has some way to just continue, or this world can just continue because I just the tone of it is so good and entertaining, and it just works on every level. Yeah, Escape number 4. Excited. Next up, we got Green Lantern number 29. This is by writer Jeremy Adams with art by Carmine Di Giandomenico, colors by Romulo Fiardo Jr., and letters by Dave Sharp. What can I say? Hal Jordan, Oliver Queen, the hard traveling heroes are back together, um, up against some sort of cosmic mystery. I Yeah, I'm hyped for this. This is going to be really cool. I really like a lot of the I feel like we're in Green Lantern, in the wake of the Starbreaker supremacy and the whole Civil Corps, United Planets stuff. It feels like we're taking a breath here with both Green Lantern Corps and the main line Green Lantern here, and I'm here for it. My boy Hal going out on some adventures with his old buddy Oliver. This is gonna probably kick a lot of ass, and I'm really excited for it. Next up, we got the Mortal Thor #4. This is written by Al Ewing with art by Juan Cabal and colors by Mattia Iacono. Um, in this one, it looks like we're getting a meanwhile. We're getting a tale of Asgard, a story about the son of Thor, and yeah, I don't know a lot about Thor lore, so the fact that we're possibly dealing with this Magni Thorson from Earth 3515, I don't know what that's in reference to, but I'm open to just having a blast with this issue. The first 3 issues of this run were totally great, and whatever we're doing here, I'm sure it's going to connect into whatever is going on with our buddy Sigurd back on Earth. But yeah, the Mortal Thor should be pretty cool going forward. I'm just maybe hoping Al Ewing has some Beta Ray Bill in our future. That would be absolutely legit. But let's take a moment to marvel at this cover by Alex Ross. I mean, what a treat! All these Thor covers have been so epic, issue after issue, thus far, and I hope this trend continues. Next up, we got Marvel Knights: The Punisher #2. This is written by Jimmy Palmiotti with art by Dan Panosian, and this is either setting up or doing its own thing in the world to come setting, so to speak. And yeah, I absolutely loved the first issue. The art is just totally great and on point. The violence was there. A really compelling kind of simple mystery, it seems, is what we're going to be presented with in regards to Frank being mind controlled, and I'm here for it. Um, yeah, all in all, this is the Punisher book I'm most looking forward to. Um, it's on the shelves right now. Devil's Trigger right behind it, and Red Band I'm just gonna keep passing on. But yeah, I'm really liking the current World to Come stuff. I really like what they're doing over there in that main title. I like what we're getting here with the Punisher, and I really hope that maybe this World to Come can kind of be our new Marvel Knights and Max imprint to tell these more violent, rated R stories within the Marvel Universe. Yeah, I really hope that that's what we're planning to do here. But should be pretty good. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Next up, we got Skinbreaker #3. This is by writer Robert Kirkman, with art by David Finch, colors by Annalisa Leone, and letters by Russ Wooten. Um, yeah, here we go. We're hanging out with old Enoch or Arok. Enoch. Oh, I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden, but nonetheless, our main hero is aged up, and the meat of this story is going to be dealing with him as the elder and the trials and tribulations he's going to come up against as the leader of his tribe. Um, the art in this book is probably the best of the year. I mean, I can't believe something is. I feel like something is actually better than what Absolute Martian Manhunter or Absolute Wonder Woman have done this year as far as art. But or some of the stuff that Peach Momoko is going on that I've seen. But man, David Finch's art in Skinbreaker is a freaking triumph. I really hope when they put this out in a collected edition that they put out a big treasury edition, because I'm not picking up the treasuries of the single issue, but I would really, really like to own this in big form. Um, what a cool book. Kirkman does it again. Yeah, excited. Can't wait. And our last book of this week, Superman #32. This is written by Joshua Williamson with pencils by Eddie Barrows, inks by Eber Ferreira, colors by Alejandro Sanchez, and letters by Ariana Mar. This is another DCKO tie-in. Let's see. It seems to take place immediately after. Let's look at the timeline of the event here. Right after DCKO number 2. So that should be interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be reading these back to back. Um, Superman going face to face with Lex is what we got going on here, as long as the cover's not lying to us. But man, what can I say? Superman's kind of our main character for this event. So yeah, I really can't wait to see what this book has to offer. The Superman book is definitely my favorite and most anticipated of the tie-ins from month to month. So yeah, but that's the previews for this week. Later on, let's see. Yeah, I will have it out by Thanksgiving. I'll have the tier list out. It's not gonna. The holiday will not affect my release schedule. What little one I have. Trying to get better on that. So thanks for sticking with me. But we'll have the tier list up for all these books later on this week on Thursday. So happy holidays to everybody who celebrates. And until then, thanks for watching and keep reading. Bye bye.